Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. I'm just looking at the best places to get a pepperoni roll. I think it's important to know where are the best places to get a pepperoni roll. I just think it is. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. That's how interested I am in some of the things that are going on in this world today. Is I would rather know a good place to get a pepperoni roll than where the hell Nancy Pelosi comes off on her impeachment and her investigations. All right, anyhow. Oh, there you go. I tell you what, I was ready, but I wasn't ready. I mean, I looked up and there he is. I mean, boom, right there. There's Senator David Perdue. I know the producer knows I want to do this segment. I think was that a hint for me, like, to get with it or get... I did ask, but I was wondering if that was like your move it right along move. All right. So there is Senator. Move it right along. I get the hint. Move it right along. But we only got a couple more minutes. There is U.S. Senator David Perdue. And he is going to be challenged by... Now, we don't know the new senator of the state of Georgia. I did not ask for a picture, but Senator Saxby Chambliss is retiring, and that'll be a different election. So Democrats are not coming out to run against the question mark, who will it be, until they know. But Perdue has several challengers. We waited to see if Michael Strahan's little sister, what's her name, Stacey Abrams, was going to run. But no, show the people who Senator David Perdue's challenger will be. There he is, the child, that little boy. Why, that little boy, Jon Ossoff, he was their hero. He was going to turn everything around for Democrats in the 6th District. To this day, the 6th, I don't know about the 9th in North Carolina, I haven't done the numbers, but to this day, the 6th District of Georgia, special election between, Luke Skywalker or whatever he was in Star Wars, Jon Ossoff and Karen Handel still hold the record for the most expensive congressional race in the history of the United States, the 6th District. So let me just say to Jon Ossoff, the little child there, the young man, he's just a little whippersnapper. You cannot beat David Perdue in a statewide race when you could not beat Karen Handel in the 6th District. Karen Handel, I'm sorry to the Handel supporters. I'm sorry to the Handel supporters that will tell me I'm mean to Karen. Karen Handel is a terrible candidate. Terrible candidate. And she's not a conservative. And her going against the President of the United States is the actual reason why she did not beat Lucy McBath. So let's put this into perspective, okay? Ossoff, the Democrats spent millions of dollars to try to defeat Karen Handel with this guy right here, the DCCC, and they couldn't do it. But Lucy McBath did beat Karen Handel in the 6th District, not because the district was ready to flip. Karen Handel's not a good candidate, and Karen Handel turned on the president, and she turned off several percent of Republican voters in the 6th District of Georgia, which I want to get deeper into here in the next coming weeks. So he joins the Democrat primary first. He has some opponents in the Democrat primary, and Jon Ossoff has announced he will run against David Perdue, put him back up there, the sitting senator in Georgia, okay? Put David back up for me when you find it. Thank you there. Thank you. So there you go. Now, what about the second senator in Georgia? The second one. I still have Doug Collins, congressman from the 9th District, at the top of the list. And I've already been told who suspected would be the replacement in the 9th district for the GOP. So we'll see about that. So we have a decision coming up real soon. Sorry about that. I thought I had my volume off, and I must not have. All right. So in the 9th district for the GOP. All right. Let's go through the ending of the show here. We've got just a couple minutes. I had one more I want to talk about before we go. I want to ask you a question on this, number 36. Cases of lung illness linked to vaping, 450 possible cases in 33 states, 1 U.S. territory. FDA warns Juul about illegal marketing. Company has 15 working days to respond with corrective actions. So, Juul is a manufacturer of a product. You have the e-cigarette. You've got different ones out there. And 450 possible cases in 33 states of lung illness. Now, I don't like regulation nation. I don't like anything about regulations. I do think when it comes to our health, there's a little gray area, put it like that we've got to keep track of. And when it comes to vaping and this vape juice, I've never done this vaping and vape juice. We have, Yeah, but I'm telling you now, we have to be careful with knockoffs, and we have to be careful with actual poisons that are being sold as vape juice. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but we've got to get to where you only can get reputable vape juice, and I don't know how to say that any different. You can't have these, third-rate manufacturers selling vape juice. Right, but there's no regulations in this vape juice. Okay, so let me ask you a question, okay?
Okay, I'm going to join in here.
All right, wait. You mean you haven't?
I was just talking in your ear.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
All right. So now that you're in the conversation, you done run your choppers for 8 minutes and nobody heard a damn thing. But
Well,
now
I was
that you're
saying
in the
that
conversation, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Can I go on this vape juice, okay? Can I go out and just put up BKP's vape juice shack and start going in the back room, mixing me a concoction and sell it?
I mean,
They've done that.
they used to do it back in the ridges, and called it moonshine back in the day. But
No, can I make this? Can I make this vape juice if I want to? What's to stop me from putting my own little vape juice company together and then going around to all these little vape shops? Okay.
Yeah.
Which back in the day, I'm not going to knock vape shops, but back in the day we called them head shops, all right? But you go to these little vape shops that's in all these little strip malls and say, hey, I've got a vape product I could sell you, and instead of $8, I can sell it to you for $4.50, and it says bubble gum whatever, but you don't really know what's in it. Is there any regulation on that?
I don't know. But what I was saying earlier in your ear that the audience didn't catch was that the CDC is now saying that these vape-related illnesses and deaths are being tied to THC vaping, which has a vitamin E additive in the THC vapes. They're warning Juul about marketing flavors like bubblegum and cotton candy and things like that.
Yeah, and I watched a report on it, and they're getting them for using young ladies that look like they're in high school and look like it's cool.
Yeah.
So they're going after them for their marketing plan. All right, so I don't know. I'd like to know that because
Maybe you'll start a vape company.
No, I don't want to start a vape. I have no interest in that. I thought when it first came out, I said, this is not going to end well. Show the audience the person that scares Mitch McConnell in his sleep. He wakes up in the middle of the night. Number 4. I should have asked you to give a test, see if you could remember. Is this McCready? Is that her name? This is a Marine. She's a Marine, right? No, that's
She's
not
mine,
McCready.
baby.
No, she's not. That's not. McCready's running in North Carolina. Pull up the Marine that's running and get me the name. Not there. Go back to the other one you just had. There you go. Stay put. Stay put. Don't get all jumpy on me, okay? Holy mackerel, Batman. All right, so look up real quick who's running against Mitch McConnell, this Marine right here. What's her name? I forget her name. It won't take but a minute. She's running against Mitch McConnell. She's a Marine there in Kentucky. But I want to say that's what keeps Mitch McConnell up at night is right here. Watch and see. Amy McGrath. All right, Amy McGrath. This is the person that will, I know you don't like it, but it will push. When you go to Suburban Anxiety Drives GOP on Guns, all right? And you see Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky and members of his caucus are tiptoeing toward legislation addressing gun violence amid deep anxiety over eroding GOP support in suburbs across the country. This is what keeps Mitch McConnell up at night. I'm just telling you. Let me give you another one, another headline I wanted to throw out. U.S. Chamber of Commerce. You can take her off the screen. Just tell people how to contact us. Or go ahead and leave the ticker running. U.S. Chamber of Commerce sends delegation to China to discuss trade, but who are they helping? Okay? That's one story out there this morning. All right, I wanted to get out. I don't know if you heard this. I mean, the media loves this kind of stuff. Scott Palin and Sarah Palin are getting a divorce. I just thought you might want to know. Yeah, they're getting a divorce. I thought.
Can she still see Russia from her house, or is he going to get to keep that house?
Oh, that was funny. So what you're asking me is who's going to get to see Russia?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Who gets to see Russia?
All right, we'll find out. The courts will let us know. All right. And let me go over one more website here. Trump slams Obama. I'm supposed to be president of the United States, not president of the world. Folks, I'm your host, BKP. We're going to cut it just a minute short. I got a lot to do this afternoon, and we got a lot of things we got to get ready for our sports show tonight down in Pickens. Pickens Power Half Hour Dragon Talk. You can go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page, watch our Gilmer Turf Talk last night, and Panthers playback football shows. That's kicking off and going full steam. So there's the ways you can get in touch with us 24/7. If you have news, I'm your host, BKP. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Take us out of here.